and Mount Zion, and the discovery and conversion of the islands of the Indies and of all peoples and nations. For Ferdinand and Isabella, our Spanish rulers. Nah, I think they're doing it for King Charles, Black Ass Charles. Yeah. This manuscript, commonly known as El Libro de las Profecías, the Book of Prophecies, was compiled by Christopher Columbus himself. So this is compiled by Christopher Columbus himself. And he's saying, man, I'm coming to America to recover the holy city at Mount Zion. And you still confused of why they came here and who they found here? The people of the holy city. Duh. Mount Zion people. Duh. Jerusalem. Duh. Duh. All does, man. This is so obvious. So we gotta hear
like dog shit.
This is so obvious. Columbus had a need to recover the holy city of Mount Zion.
You know that shit, bro. This is my brother
He came here to do that because they already pressed over search for him before Columbus. They couldn't find him in Africa. They couldn't find him in Ethiopia. They couldn't find him nowhere in Europe. They had to come over here. By the time we're talking 17th century, now we're talking Yaspar, and now we're talking Gotcha, and then, man, it will be their need to duplicate this Ganja and Yanga situation. Unless you're talking about one Khan, that was the Khan of the three Indias, who was ruling in Brazil and ruling in Mexico, all throughout India Superior, all throughout Asia. This is the land of the press.
You might sound like shit.
The fountain of youth, right? Yeah, the fountain of youth connects to the stories of the press. They searching for them, right? This ain't no play. Yeah. Let's look, you know. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get this doc. This is a pretty good doc. Africans in the Spanish colonies. I'm gonna dig on that in a second. Also wanna look at this site here, liberatingnatives.com. Yeah, they gonna talk a little, some of this Yanga as well. Okay, so we're gonna dig more into this Yanga, but it's already a body bag for the illusion, you know what I'm saying? Yanga is Inca, man. And if he's called El Yanga, then we're talking about they made an Africanized story around him. I mean, this is what the investigation is taking us to ask these peculiar questions. And when it stays in Africa, and we say, Naga, we in Africa, man. Bing, pow. Yeah, I met some, man, it's a secret. Hush, hush. It's a big secret. We're talking Central America, right? South America, Yanga, Ganja, we're talking all that, right? Mexico. This is Africa, boss, so they give you half-truths. They're saying in Africa, yeah, according to them, because Africa is just dust and earth. Yeah. So Africa's everywhere. AKA a Mexican or a Maxim. Where's the land of Shem? They said, we don't know, boss. It's just Ham Kush and the Kush. Alright, well, if this is Ham, I guess for sure this will be where Egypt is, because how can Egypt be anywhere else, man?
High alert activated.
Other than the Hamites, right? The Nile River will be right here, man, right? Oh boy, that Amazon flow, shit, you could surf that all the way through, you know what I mean? So they tell us it starts here. We gotta reverse that, especially if Daddy's over here.
Bro.
And the Kush. But where's Shem? Oh, I met Shem. Got it. I met Shem. Got it.
Yeah.
So don't let them trick you with this Africa talk when they're telling you the Moors behind the scenes, the Moors that never lost power. And even with the Kanye situation, and the rabbis are telling you the dark forces are the ones we got to check in with. The dark forces. This will be them. They would have painted as white people, but they're black people. Dark forces. Holy Roman Emperor Charles V. This panel depicts some of the Spanish kings who were Inca emperors. So these were Spanish kings, Felipe and Carlos and them, that were black people, painted white later. It's crazy, right? Just look at this man. So these are Spanish kings, man, and they're all Negro. Just need you to understand, it's bigger than Charles, but it ain't bigger than Charles. Haughty-eyed Charles, it ain't. In terms of the lie and the hijack, is centered directly at this Charles point. Okay. Let's back it up. We got some great dismounting. I'm gonna get what I can get quickly and pop off. You know, this is just a great flow. Hey, I've taught my oxen aqua dropping that drop. Let's get it from here. Yeah. Let's go back. Fair use to your caboose bone. Dig right in your face bone. Let's go. Hey, up to who's this?
Imagine what would happen if every person in the United States suddenly visited your website.
To Mexico, unexplained. Alright, fair use. Let's get some of this documentation. With a dragonfly perspective about him being connected with the Inca. Let's go. So if they told you this Naga was the king of the Inca, then all these Nagas in public school and ghettos and projects today would say, yo, that's the king of the Inca. If they say Tupac Amaru look like you, Tupac, the Inca, right? You would say, oh man, that's me. And even Charles looks like you.
Hostile mortar strike near your position.
Even Tupac Amaru and all the Inca, all the Yangas look like you. All the YAGAs look like you, man. Let's go.
Welcome to Mexico Unexplained, where we will explore the magic, the mysteries, and the miracles of Mexico. This series presents information based partly on theory and conjecture. The podcaster's purpose is to suggest some possible explanation, but not necessarily the only ones to the subjects we will examine. Here is
Primer Pueblo Libre de America. So this powerful Naga was a liberator, an American liberator. They can't say he's you because that's going to make you want to rise up. Now, who's being anti-American now? Who's opposing the revolution now? If you're opposing the Kumse, and bringing in the Kumse flow, 1800s, dragging to the 1700s, Yaga's popping off, what, 1600s? When did the Nagas stop fighting back? It wasn't no African war that happened, man. They just took a bunch of people from Africa without no war. Some peaceful people hopped on boats. They don't want to address the issue. The people that came from Africa were still, a lot of them, our people that were being kicked out by other tribes. They were being booted out by other tribes. Tribal war over there, tribal war over here. This was tribal war all across.